Today I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about workspace organization within Airtable, from creating and managing workspaces to moving bases and cleaning up your dashboard. Whether you're brand new to the platform or you've been using it for a while and feel like your projects are starting to get a little messy, this guide is going to give you a clear, repeatable system for keeping everything tidy and easy to navigate. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. Let's begin with the big picture. The overall structure of how Airtable is organized, because understanding this hierarchy is the foundation for everything else you'll do inside the app. At the very top level, you have workspaces. Think of workspaces as broad buckets that house related work. For example, you might have one workspace called Marketing and another called Finance. These are the largest containers in your account, and they help you separate completely different areas of your business or personal life. Inside each workspace, you find bases, which are the actual databases that live inside that workspace. Each base holds all the tables, views, and workflows for a specific project, like a content calendar base inside your marketing workspace, or an invoice tracker inside your finance workspace. A single base is essentially its own self-contained application. Finally, you have the dashboard, which is your main hub inside Airtable. This is the screen you land on after logging in, where you can view all your bases in a simple list format or organize them by color-coded cards. Understanding these three layers, workspace, base, and dashboard, is going to make the rest of this process feel completely intuitive. Now that you know the structure, let's talk about how to actually create a workspace. This is something you'll do every time you start a new major area of work that doesn't fit into any existing segment of your life or business. To create a workspace, navigate to your home screen. That's the dashboard. On the left-hand side, you'll see a sidebar with the heading Workspaces. Right next to that heading, there's a small plus button. Go ahead and click that plus button. A dialog box will pop up asking you to name your new workspace. Choose something clear and descriptive. I recommend using a naming convention that matches how you actually think about your projects. For example, instead of miscellaneous, name it client work or personal projects. This small habit saves you a ton of time later when you're searching for things. Once you've named it, click Create, and you'll see your new workspace appear in the sidebar. It's that simple. Next, let's look at moving a base from one workspace to another. This is a common need as your projects grow or change focus. Maybe you started a base inside the wrong workspace, or you want to reorganize everything for a new quarter. To move a base, go to your dashboard and find the base tile for the base you want to relocate. Click the three-dot More menu on that tile. It's usually in the bottom right corner of the tile. From that menu, choose Move Base. A window will appear showing all of your workspaces. Simply select the destination workspace where you want this base to live. Click Move, and the base will shift instantly to its new home. One thing to keep in mind, moving a base does not affect any of its data, tables, views, or records. All your information stays intact. It just changes the folder it lives in. This is a fantastic way to reorganize without any risk of losing work. Now, let's cover how to delete a workspace when you no longer need it. Perhaps you finished a project, or you're cleaning up old trial workspaces from when you first started using Airtable. To delete a workspace, first, make sure you're inside that workspace. You can select it from the sidebar. Once you're inside, look at the upper right corner of the screen for a three-dot icon. Click that icon, and a drop-down menu will appear. Choose Delete Workspace. A confirmation dialog will pop up warning you that this action is permanent in the sense that the workspace and all its bases will be moved to your workspace trash. Here's an important detail that many beginners miss. When you delete a workspace, it doesn't disappear instantly. It goes into a trash folder where it stays for 30 days before permanent deletion. This gives you a safety net. If you accidentally delete something, you can recover it within that 30-day window. So don't panic if you make a mistake. Just navigate to your trash, find the workspace, and restore it. Finally, let's talk about keeping everything organized on a day-to-day basis. Your dashboard can get crowded quickly, especially if you're collaborating with a team. A best practice I recommend is to use the card view instead of the list view. You can toggle between them with a button at the top right of your dashboard. Card view gives you a visual, color-coded layout, where each base is represented by a tile. You can assign colors to your bases based on priority, department, or status, whatever makes sense for your workflow. For example, you could make all client-facing bases green and all internal bases blue. This makes navigation feel effortless, because your brain will start associating colors with categories. Also, don't forget that you can star or pin your most frequently used bases. Just hover over a base tile, click the star icon, and that base will appear at the top of your dashboard every time you log in. It's a tiny trick that saves you from scrolling through a long list every single day. So let's quickly recap everything you've learned. You now know how to create a workspace and name it intuitively, how to move a base between workspaces without losing any data, and how to delete a workspace with the confidence that you have a 30-day recovery window if you change your mind. You also picked up a few pro tips like using color-coded card views and starring your most important bases. With this system in place, your Airtable account will stay clean, logical, and fast to navigate. If you ever feel your dashboard getting cluttered again, remember this process and give it a quick tidy up. If you enjoyed this video and want to master even more Airtable features, consider saving it to a playlist so you can come back to these steps whenever you need a refresh. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.